Alright farmers, it's Friday the 31st of May and we're back with some mods. So first up is Info Post. This is by Red Phoenix, 0.91 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them in the construction menu and under decorations and others. Now what these are for, basically, you know, when you have like work done around your land, that sort of thing. Yeah, they're to mark out where all the infrastructure is. So first up, we've got the blue ones. So we've got large water pipe with no roof. We then got with a roof. We've then got with a round roof. We then got gas pipes with no roof, square roof and round roof. We then got power cables with obviously the 3 different types. We then got the sewage pipe. Yeah, you want to keep an eye out for those. You don't want to crack a sewage pipe, it's going to stink. And then you've got the heating pipe. Not quite sure you'd have one of those out on there, mind you, but all right, okay, fair enough. And we then move on to the little ones. So we've got power cable, gas pipe, gas and water pipe, heating pipe, hydrant, sewage pipe, water pipe, and then hydrant and water pipe on the end. So if you're going down that whole immersive route, you know, where you want to, you know, give the council a little bit of a helping hand, because this is where the stuff is that they want to sort of avoid smashing into. Yeah, place some of these down. Add a bit more realism to your farm. Oh, why not? Right, next up is GDR Manure Plate. This is by Hellraiser, 2.79 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along to find it. There you are, £5.5 to place down. It's going to hold 100,000 litres of manure. That's a lot of stuff. That really is. Now it does say make sure you level the ground out first. I mean, you have got this slope on the go, and the downside is when you're going to be taking out your manure if you come around with a trailer. Now this ground is level, or it was, and it's yeah, it's done that. But okay, fair enough. But it's a big manure heap, I must admit. Right, next up is UK Style Silo. This is by MS Modding, 7.08 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along to find it. There you are, £25 to place down, and it's going to hold 50,000 litres. So let's see what we can buy in. Let's have a look. There you are. So we've got wheat, lime, red beet, mineral feed, carrots, parsnips, silage additive, pig food, seeds, solid fertiliser, and then back to wheat. So basically, that's like stuff for your farm and the new DLC crops, really. So you got your pig food for your pigs, you got your seeds, fertiliser, wheat for your chickens, lime, and then obviously the DLC stuff, which is a bit random, but all right, fair enough. It looks all right, though. A little bit of a weathered look to it. Very nice. Right, next up is Weekly Market. This is by Farmer 5 Tom, 24.95 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them in the construction menu and onto productions and sell points. Wow, these are ace. If you've ever been to a carnival or a bonfire night, you know, you've got the vans there ready to go, selling your hot dogs and whatever. But you can sell all sorts of stuff here. So first up, we've got the Morgan's Bakery. We've then got the West Hill Bread. We've then got the 04 Nil. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. We then got Farmer's Stall. We've also got Vegetable Stall. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that one. We've then got the Cheese Stall. Yeah, we'll leave the second bit alone. We then got the Chocolate Stall. And then we've got the vegan sausage stall on the end. Now, these are sell points and they're not sell points. They're under the sell point category, but they're actual production chains. Yeah, that's a little bit different. So if we go into our production chain menu, you'll see what I mean. So we've got all the stalls laid out here, no problem. So you come down and you bring your stuff in. So I've got some flour in the West Hill Bread, which is this one. And what it does, obviously, you start it up like you would normally do a production chain. They all work the same, and it sells it off per hour. Interesting. Now, I would say to go along with this, have the, fixed crop prices mod? Yeah, because otherwise you are going to be at the mercy of the price fluctuations. You're just going to chuck some stuff in, and then depending on what's going on, yeah, you might not get the best price for it. So I'd combine the two. But that being said, I mean, you could sell all sorts of stuff here. So what we got? So we've got flour, bread and cakes on the 3 bakeries. We then got potatoes, flour, eggs, honey, canola oil, sunflower oil, olive oil on the farmer's stall. We then got lettuce, tomatoes, potatoes, strawberries, tomatoes, and grapes on the vegetable stall. At the cheese stall, we've got butter, cheese, and milk. At the chocolate stall, we've got strawberries, grapes, grape juice, raisins, and chocolate and sugar. Well, why is the chocolate stall selling? I mean, I get the strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries, and chocolate covered raisins. To be fair, I do like those, but all right, fair enough. And then the vegan sausage stall, you need the soybeans to make into vegan sausages. Although I wonder why that store's not open. I mean, you can't get into them, mind you. I mean, you can't get into them to actually get to the production chain menus. You've got to go through the actual menu, but something a little different. Set up a little carnival market store. Why not? Right, next up is pasta production. This is by PSC, 7.14 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them in the construction menu and onto productions and factories. Now, these are ace. I do like these. I mean, first off, you've got the actual two factories themselves. So you've got these here. So you've got the pasta production just there. And then you've got a grain mill. Because obviously you need to make specific flour for some of the recipes. But what you also have is these two here. Yeah, it's the same facility without the building. So you could place this next to a, disused barn or anything like that. Make it sort of like on-farm production. I mean, you've got the one there for the pasta, and then you've got the one there for the actual grain mill. Oh, indeed. And then to finish it off, because obviously pasta is a new product. If we come over here and we go into sell points, we've got a sell point to sell all the pasta. I mean, it's a bit nondescript, mind you. Place it down next to a building. It's got a dollar sign on it, no problem. Now, well, whilst we're on the subject of sell points, if we go into the actual sale menu, whilst you've got the different pastas and different flours, you can also sell the pasta at the sell everything container, which is all right indeed. And the new flour as well, the maize flour, which is corn flour, and the soybean flour as well. So you've got two options on that one. So first off, the actual grain mill, standard building on the outside, no problems. You've got your loading in point, pallet spawn point just there, production chain menu. And then you've got these here. The three different types of flour. I mean, yeah, there's more than 3 pallets, mind you, but if you look on there, you've got soya flour. Object too heavy. I have got the liftable pallets mod switched on, but they're still too heavy, so okay. Then you've got maize flour, and then you've got the premium flour. So the standard flour, they all look the same apart from what's written on the box. Now, recipes. So we have got, for the wheat flour, 5 wheat, 4 flour. Barley is 30 in, 23 out. We then got oat flour, which is 15 in, 19 out. Sorghum, 15 in, 16 out. Corn flour, 5 in, 4 out. And then soybean flour, 5 in, 4 out. So that's your flour recipe. Now, we're come to making a pasta. So you have got your loading in point over there. Production chain menu just there, and here is your done products. So we have got, what have we got here? Let's have a look. Can I zoom in? But basically, we've got them all. I mean, it's like, what, tagliatelle there? Okay, what's this one? Senza gluten? Alright, let's see what it says. Alright, fair enough. Let's go into the production chain, it's a lot easier. So we have got these 5 different things here. So dry pasta, fresh pasta, potato pasta, maize pasta, and soy noodles. So you're going to need, depending on which one you go for, flour, water, eggs, potatoes, maize flour, and soybean flour. So for the dry pasta, you're going to need the normal flour and water. Fresh pasta is normal flour and eggs. Potato pasta is normal flour and potatoes. Maize pasta even is going to be the maize flour and water. And then for the soy noodles, you're obviously going to need the soybean flour and water. Yeah, 5 new things to be making. And obviously, you could do it on a nondescript building if you wanted to, or you could have this, to be fair. It's rather large. Let's not ignore the elephant in the room, because this is as big as an elephant. It's huge. So maybe if you're a bit tight on space, go for one of these nondescript ones. You can make a use out of a building that you got knocking around. Or just go for whichever one you want. But then, that's ace. New products coming in. Why not? And next up is for all those that like to be the James Bond villain farmer. Fair enough. This is Ace all-in-one underground facility. This is by Superfly 1842, 7.91 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and farmhouses, because this is awesome, absolutely awesome. 500 grand to buy, and it does say, yeah, don't put the free mode on, because it does need to do the terrain modeling. We're going to try something in a little bit once we've had a look around it, mind you. And it's also got a silo on it as well. So if we come down this side, you've got a silo there for water and diesel. That's your taking out point. You then got the silo here for your normal crops. So 600,000 litre capacity on that one. The actual input for your water and diesel is right about here. There's no icon there, mind you, but that's where you need to back your trailer into. And then we come on to this. This is awesome. I've been playing with this so much. It's ace. Right, so obviously it's an underground layer, let's face it. You're Dr. Evil. Why not? Now you've got two options. You've got number one and you got number two. Now there's two layers to this garage. So if you wanted to go number two, you come over to here, garage lift 2 up, or you want to go number one, garage lift 1 up. Now number two is on top, number one's at the bottom, so just bear that in mind. So what we'll do, we'll go number 2 up. It opens it up. Oh, this is ace. So the whole floor opens up like that, and out comes your tractor with me water bowser on it. That's ace. That is absolutely ace. Obviously once it gets to where it needs to get, obviously the ramps are fold down, and then away you go. Not a problem. Now if you want to get to the tractor underneath, you can't just raise it up again. You have to lower it down and then raise the whole lot up. So you come up to it like that. Number two, it'll send it all down. Now obviously that does sort of float there for a bit. It'll drop down in a minute once the floor gets out of the way like that. No problem. It'll carry on down. There you are. And it's in. It's in. So once it's done its thing, you then go over to here. And that's it's finished. You now get the option. So if you've got number 2 up and ready to go with that tractor, you can't do number 1. You have to lower it down. And the same with number 1. If you've got number 1 up, you can't do number 2. So just... that sounds really bad. If you've got number 1, you can't do number 2. But alright, we're going to do number 1. So garage lift 1 up. There we are. So it's going to go and open up like that. No problem. It's going to lift up number 2 out the way. And then something we're going to be taking a look at in a little bit is number 1. Oh, that is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. And if you look here, we've got some hatch markings for something. We're going to come back to that in a minute. So we'll close number 1 down. It's going to send the whole lot back down. No problem. Now you can ride this if you wanted to. You could ride the lift down, no problem. And you'll find yourself in the facility. But we're going to go through the main door. Because you come over here like that. Main door. There you are. Open it up. But to be fair, if you come up to here... right, we'll let it close. Because it closes automatically. Because it's got a little hand scanner on it. It's ace. Oh, this building's brilliant. So you come over here like that. There we are. So get the icon. Open main door. Brilliant. In you go. And obviously the door closed behind you. You then got an option here to toggle the icons on and off. If you wanted to. And we'll see a few more icons as we go further down. Then got a light option just there. So we can turn the lights on. Yeah, no problem. And then we come here. This is so James Bond baddie layer. Oh, I love it. Right, so you come here like that. Oh no, don't want to fall down. And you got the option now, activate elevator. B. Down we go. This is awesome. Oh, love it. Love it. Then you come over here like that. You got another option there to turn the lights on if you wanted to. You got your wardrobe trigger just there. You got this little camera bank just to see what's going on. Oh, that says, I mean, to be fair, it doesn't show you what's going on in the garage, mind you. That would be awesome, but still, it adds to the look of it, I must admit. I mean, you got your golden cat over here as well. If that's not James Bond baddie, I don't know what is. You then got your sleep trigger just there. And then you come around here like that, and you've got the option again to lift 1 up, lift 2 up. You could, tell you what, right, we'll do lift 2 up. Lift 2, because this is layer 2, floor 2, whatever. And then once you're on it, and it starts going, you're good to go. And now I need to go back down. Right, okay, fair enough. Right, so once this gets up, we'll start it back down again, and we'll ride the lift back down, because you know why not. So that's done. So that flaps down. Right, so garage lift down. There we are. You can sit in your vehicle if you like, it's not a problem. Then once it comes down, once it gets down further enough, it'll push the tractor down and away you go. So once you get down to wherever level you're going to, you're on number 2. Now we can go down further. So we'll come down these stairs like that, and down here it's a workshop trigger. Again, you've got the same options, lift up 1, lift up 2, entirely up to you. But the workshop trigger is on both levels. You haven't got to worry about where your tractor is. Let's come over there like that. We'll open up the workshop menu. So we've got our tractor, we've got our trailer, we've got the other tractor, and then another piece of equipment there. Oh, this is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I love this. Right, so let's do number 1 to get out of here. Right, so garage 1, lift it up, and then we come up. Oh, this is ace. This is ace. I mean, is that going actually? No, it's not. That's all right. This is ace, and then you just rise up out of the ground, ready to go, and that falls down, and you can just drive away. That is brilliant. Brilliant. Right, now we'll move on to the next bit, because obviously it does say make sure that you've got it turned on, the old terrain forming whatever. So if we get one out, obviously this is what it looks like when you're going to place it down. If we do toggle free mode on, just want to see what it does. Didn't seem to do anything. Well, nothing other than normal. I mean, so let's have a look, see what it does on the other thing. Because if I'm thinking it's doing what I'm thinking it's doing, then it's not going to move the ground out the way. So that's yeah, that could be a bit of an issue. That's probably why you need to have toggle free mode off, because yeah, your tractors aren't going anywhere. It's like it's in quicksand. Oh, fair enough. What about the door? Let's have a look in the door. Yeah, and you're all blocked in. Can we go down? No, you can't. Right, so that's why you need to do that. Yeah, do that. Otherwise, you're going to give yourself major problems. And also, just a thing to bear in mind, if you have a little play with this and you think, yeah, it's not for me, this is what happens when you get rid of it. So we'll click on there. Yeah, we're going to sell it. Yes. Okay. Wow. That is, that's a big hole. I must admit, that is a big hole. Does it do the same on the other one? We haven't done the old toggle free mode. We'll do it. We'll sell that. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not done it. Obviously, it hasn't terrained out. There you go. I mean, you want to get rid of it, you're going to need to fill a lot of stuff in. But that being said, that is a brilliant building. And next up is Object Storage Pack. This is by Nop82 No Modding. 2.44 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in a construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So we've got these two here. So first off, the bale and pallet storage. 150 pieces, going to cost you £2,000. And you then got the 250 pieces, £5,000 for that one. So if you're a little bit short on space, obviously go for the smaller one. If you're not, then you go for your bigger one. Now the smaller one, obviously you got your menu just there. You load in there, and obviously you take out just there. There's some random icons, I must admit. Open storage, so nothing's there. So why is that got a taken out icon? Alright, fair enough. I mean, you got a taken out icon there and a production chain menu icon just there. So normally it's that icon, it's over here. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, they're empty. I mean, to be fair, they do look good. I mean, the weather look on the wood is ace. Ah, fair enough. Right, next up is American Midwest Cold Storage. This is by ICAS, 9.91 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll along to find it. They are £125,000 to buy, and this is huge, absolutely huge. And you'll see why this door is so huge in a minute, because when we come and open it like that, you will see that behind it is a harvester with the Dura 60-foot header. You can get through this door without taking it off. Oh, fair enough. I mean, you have got a side door here if you wanted to go down that road like that. But look, we'll get into this harvester and we'll just drive it out. We'll spin it around like that. There you are. That's a bit better. So we can see what we're doing. So we'll just ease it out. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's not a ton of space, but it does fit. There, look at that. Oh, that's ace. That's an ace door. Love it. Love it. Then we come back round, and that's not the only door you've got going in. You've got these two here down this side. So you open those up. No problem. Plenty of space to get your stuff in. And then once you drive it in, obviously, you know, you've got like a semi-trailer, anything like that, you could fit a ton of stuff in there. And then you've got this door. You open up that one, and then you've got to drive through the other side. So if you've got something on a trolley, like a header that's, you know, got like the swivel axle on it, and you think, I can't reverse those sort of things for nothing, you just drive them straight through. Although, to be fair, you could drive in here and turn it around, no problem. That is an awesome building. I mean, you come over here as well. I mean, you've got a light switch just there. Turns the lights on. See, there's one out here as well. Has that got a light switch on it? No, because there is some lights on the outside. Have they come on, or do they just come on at night? Possibly. But that being said, that big door at the front, that is awesome. Right, next up is Old Wooden Barn. This is by Fracasses Modding. 14.67 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under animals and cows. So 110 grand to buy, and it's going to hold 80 cows. It's got 5,000 litre capacity. I imagine that's going to be for your slurry. Now, I've placed this down on a grass field, and the grass has sort of grown through. I can only assume it's a manure plate. I mean, there's no icon, mind you, for filling up your vehicle. Could just be for decoration. Entirely up to you. Loading in point just there for your food. That being said, that's a taken out point. So does that mean your manure comes out of here? You got to go through one of these doors, which by the looks of it, it does seem to be what you need to do. Come in there, scoop out your manure, away you go. That's ace. That is it. I'll do it like that. Then you come around here like that. You got your taking out point for your manure, for your milk even. Open up that door. There's your tank behind it. You got your taking out point for your slurry just there. And you also, even though it's a barn, you do need to put some water in. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, if you got to muck out your cows, oh, I like that. That is ace. I mean, that behind door number 4 as well. You got this one here. Open up that door. You got your animal dialogue box. So 80 cows going in. If you've got to muck them out, that is awesome. Right, next up is the Lizard Excavator Forks. This is by JGW Modding. 1.23 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find him under miscellaneous. Now, it's going to cost you 2 grand. That's all it's going to cost you for this. Obviously, it fixed on the front of an excavator, which is like with a quick hitch, quick fix attachment. Yeah, that's the one you're going to want to go for. So we've got standard forks, or you got fork extensions. So with the fork extensions, you could potentially do 2 pallets at once. Not quite sure why you do it with an excavator, mind you, but you can. Right, next up is the MGPP series. This is by SMI Modding Team. 29.84 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under subsoilers. And to be fair, that looks awesome. I mean, that looks me. That's like something out of like a horror film. Ace. 160 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 4 meter working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 19,300 to buy. You then got the options without deflectors or with deflectors. Just those bits on the prongs. Then you're thinking, yeah, 4 meter, maybe that's not quite big enough. Well, they've got some more for you. So they've got the P11, the 5 meter working width, 200 horsepower requirement on that one, 24 grand. Again, with or without deflectors on the bottom. And then you might be thinking, no, a bit bigger. So we'll go for a 6 meter. The P13, 260 horsepower on this one, 29 grand. Again, with or without deflectors. But whichever one you go for, they look awesome. And the last mod of the day is the Micro Tractor Sprayer Package. This is by Gian FS, Eric Isaac and Agro Mods. 19.58 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this on the small tractors. To be fair, this sounds awesome. 20 horsepower is its engine, which is tiny, I must admit, really tiny. 15 mile an hour top speed, 10,190 to buy. You then got the option to change the engine, so we can go up to 50 horsepower or 20. Yeah, put the chip on. That's more than double, go for it. You then got wheel setups, you got narrow tyres without crop destruction, narrow tyres, and I put my teeth in, with crop destruction, conical wheels without crop destruction, and conical wheels with crop destruction. Yeah, I thought that was a setting in the game that you turn on and off, but all right, fair enough. You then got design, yes or no, puts the canopy over the top. Main colour is going to be the bits around the engine like that. Chassis colour is going to be your chassis, and then your rim colours is obviously going to be your rims. Now, obviously, it's got a 3-point on the back, but it's only really small. So that's why you got some small equipment. I mean, first off, you got a little transport trailer, £2,000 to buy. You then got design 1 or 2. Puts that board on if you wanted to. Main colour, again, that's going to match up with your main vehicle. And then rim colour is going to be your rims. But again, oh, I love it when modders do that. It's got a block of wood when it's been left. Oh, that's ace. And to go along with that, we've got this, the CSM 180 seed distributor. That's a long name. That's difficult to say as well. 350 litres, 20 horsepower requirement, which is all right because you can use it with the standard one. 12 metre working width, 1500 to buy. Main colour is going to do the main tub. Chassis colour is obviously going to do your chassis. Match it up with your main vehicle. And then we've also got this, the fertiliser distributor. 350 litre, again, 20 horsepower, again, 12 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 1500 again. So obviously you've got one for fertilising, one for seeding. Same colour options as before. So you go for whichever one you want, match up with your main vehicle. And then we got this on the end, the spray bars. 650 litre capacity, 8.5 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 1900 to buy. Main colour, again, match up with your main vehicle. And you're thinking, that's just a frame. That's just some bars. How's that got 650 litre capacity? Well indeed. We've got it all out. Well, we've got this and the spray bars out. I just want to start it up because this sounds awesome. Just like an old jug. Oh, I like it. I like it. Now, when you put the old sprayer on the back, we'll back up like that. Attach it. There you are. There's your 600 litre capacity. Oh, that's ace. I mean, it's an articulated one as well. What's going on with that? Oh, that is awesome. We've also got 2 new maps. So we've got Halig Petrus by Otti and Petterly. NOP 82, no modding. 508.95 megabyte on the download. And we got one that's actually an update, but the update is console release. So this is Farmview Island by Farmer Rabbit, 42.68 megabyte on the download. Talking of updates, we've got Odyssey Coast 22 by Taker LS, and that doesn't need a new save. We've got Fruling by Kazi, now that does need a new save. We've got Great River Lands by Carl TG, that also needs a new save. Got The Little Campaign by Franchu, now that doesn't mention anything about a new save. Got the Lizard 608D by Cola. The Cresoni CRX series by SMI Modding Team. The Lizard BI 755 by Nicholas 757 and Vulex. The Seed Runner by Schultz Modding. Large Logistic Warehouse by Pascal Counts. And the Corner Shed by Farmer 5 Tom. So that's your mods done for you. Why not go treat yourself and pick up some Andy's Farm merch? Link in the description below. And whilst you're down there, why not hit the join button? Come join us on Andy's Farm. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But from me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.